So welcome back to my channel. It's June the 19th and there's a bit of an update. Coffee time in the morning. So the update, just have a look. So this particular Cordline had a lot of brown in it, but as you can see it's got a lot of new growth. That's good news. The other Cordline again had a lot of dead and brown stuff there, but I don't know if you can see, but there's a lot of new growth in there too. The other Cordline was okay. My yucca starter, half an ounce now. I bought this distressed, kept it dry, fed it actually, to see if it recovers. When it's rained, I put it inside under cover to keep it dry. So this was my largest canary date palm, which I trimmed right back, and I keep looking, there's no green at all, so this will be dug up and chucked out. So just a bit of colour, and I've got my bar out today. So this is my tiki bar area. My barra. Cosmias there, they'll be red when they develop. This is another canary date palm which I don't know, I've kept it there, I fed it, and I'm just waiting to see what really happens, to be honest with you. Torbay Dazzler, cut all of it off, hasn't gone any worse or gone any better, it's as is. The other delicate palm seems to be okay. So if we just walk around this side, so Cosmias, this is supposed to be a red one. It's called Lucifer Fire. Yep, so I'm waiting for that to come out. It's a bit of colour. So I've gone on this side, got more waiting for it to come out. Yeah, so some of the lilies have popped up. This is called Sunset Boulevard. They're orange, I don't know if you can see it orange in the sun. Another one popped up, but that flowered has gone. There's 3 varieties in there, so I'm just waiting for that to see what happens. So if I carry on this side, this is Canna. I bought this as a plant a couple of weeks ago and it's really taken off. I've got to pop that in the container there because it's getting root bound. These are my original Cannas that I've mentioned before. The rhizomes, not seeds, they're rhizomes. And I noticed there's one here that's popping out. I have no idea which that one is, unfortunately, but the rest is just no movement. Here's a Durban which I bought again. There's a plant. These are rhizomes again. I have no idea, nothing's happening. They're in the sun all the time, they're watered, nothing. Not too sure what to do with them, I just keep hoping and praying. This is not a Tropicana, that's what the label says. I have no idea which one this is, but it was bought as a plant. I can't remember which it was. Again, more rhizomes here. But I think down there there's a little green there. Now this one's a Cleopatra. I bought this as a plant. That's doing very well. Again, I've got to pop that in a bigger container there. So that's the side. What's going on this side? Cordline here, doing fine. Multi-trunk, doing okay. So move along. So Trachy here, planted. All these are planted in the ground this spring, this summer, and yeah, the end's a bit burnt off, but there's new growth there. Seems to be quite happy. That there, if you looked at my videos, that there is my £2 Cordline. And if I walk around here, the salvia there is doing okay, slowly but surely. That there's a Fatsia. Now I protected it with those big containers because it's getting a lot of sun there, so I've built them around so it doesn't get too much sun. That Phormium I think is alive actually. I thought it died off, but I think it's alive. yeah, so if you looked at my videos, that's my £2 Cordline. So if I walk around here, this is my Waggy. This pulled, this had a spear pulled, this Waggy. Let me get out of the sun a bit. And as you can see, there's new growth. The ends are all burnt, damaged, but there is new growth. There's like four stems coming out from that. They've all got tinged, they've got brown ends because obviously they got damage in the winter. But they did pull, so that's good, isn't it? That red dragon's really taken off over there. This one I bought these, they were in pots, and the term was stretch. I didn't know what the term was. Very little trunk on these, but there is new growth. They're multi-trunked, and there is new growth there. But that one has really taken off. This here is another canary date palm, which I cut all this bad stuff off, and there is new growth. Here's another one of the what I call, now I know what the term is, stretched. Fortunei, very little trunk, but there's new growth. I've got to cut the dead bit off. I'm waiting for that one. Another £2 Cordline. My banana, trying bananas for the first time. There. Another £2 Cordline. The Phormiums lucifers at the back to give it some height and colour. Actually, I've got the light on, actually, you probably can't see it. This was planted again springtime, and it's got some stems coming through, it's got some new growth. Yeah, so it seems to be doing okay on that raised bed, with some ferns either side. Now, this was a Cordline that was in the corner of my garden that died, but look at the growth. Multi-stemmed here, this is going all over the place. That's a bottomless pot. This was, rest in peace, a Fortunei. I have no idea why that died off. That needs to be dug up and got rid of. So moving across here is another Waggy. This Waggy has got growth coming through, but obviously you can see the ends have obviously got winter damage on it. Yeah, that one's gone off green, I'm so sure it's gone a bit yellow. There's another red dragon here, not taken off as much as the other one. Yeah, it's a £2 Cordline. Let's get rid of this. Another banana plant here. So this is another canary date palm that I cut all the dead stuff off, and it's got some new growth. Fatsia in the corner there. It's actually been suffering through it because it's getting the sun on it. The sun's been strong the last couple of weeks here in the UK. That Fatsia is there. It's not doing so good, but it's there, hanging in there. That salvia is being eaten by bugs or whoever, slowly but surely, I guess. Another Fortunei, got some new growth coming through. It's got a different colour there. I don't know what's happened there. It's got some yellow bit and green bit. Not sure what's going on there. But obviously it's got some new growth there, so it's happy. I planted some stuff here to give some colour. I can't pronounce these things though, if you can see that. I got there, nothing's happening yet. All the weeds in there, but I've got to throw that away. I'm not sure what happened to that Fortunei, just don't know. So if I move around here, let's get out of this bit here. Yeah, so this Persicaria red dragon is not doing as well as the one right at the back. That's really taken off. Maybe it's too sunny here, I don't know. And of course this is the other version, the Purple Fantasy. Just got the little flowers on the end. So yeah, so that's the back. Everything's all like taking its time. There's another Phormiums. This is a different version. This is it's supposed to be smaller in height, but it's really slow taking off. Just wanted to give a bit of colour because it's all too grey, right? So going on that side, north facing, spiders, web, a rhododendron. I'm not sure what version that is. It was given to me. So we come to the middle island, shall we? So the first thing is here. Looks like the red dragon is taken off there quite well. This was mine from last winter. It was in a pot. It survived. It died off. Came back, replanted it. I've got some African queen lilies here, which is very tall. Waiting for it to bud out again to give it some colour, because it's all green. This Fortunei I planted here earlier on in the year, after I'd done all this. Got new growth coming through, which it seems to be quite happy. Cosmia's this other version of corns. Nothing's happened there, and nothing's happened there. Purple Fantasy. Little flowers on it. Now these are Cosmia's Lucifer, the red ones. That's okay. They're corns. They're okay there. The salvia at the back there is taken off. A big purple. So you can see it taken off there. I've Cordlines and Fern. This is the same lily, the African queen, which is not as tall here, so I presume it's not getting as much sun. Hasn't budded. It's just budding out. What we've got here, obviously, we've got pink china, as you can see. We've got the runners. I don't want it to spread out too far here, that's why the runners are up. But yeah, got fairly sized leaves. Got a new leaf coming through. Another banana. It's not doing as well as the one on the back. Another banana on this side. This is my B&M special, which has got some couple of new growths coming through on there, which I think were there when I bought it actually anyway, but I water it almost every day. Cosmia's there again. The Lucifers should be red. So obviously just wanted some colour, this is all green. The other version, just again, don't know what's happened. Nothing. So that's really the story so far. Obviously the cannas, these are rhizomes. Somebody made a comment about how they handle it, but they use seeds. This has been out in the sun for weeks, watered. In fact, I dug them up, soaked them in a bit of water, the rhizomes in water, see if it does anything. But no. But saying that, there's one that's poking through. I have no idea which one that is though. Sod's law that is, isn't it? But I don't think I'll do rhizomes again. I think I'll just buy the plant. But these, hopefully, I'll look after over winter. I've said I've got no idea what that one was. As you can see, there's nothing. Maybe a little green bit in there, I don't know. Maybe a bit of green there, I don't know. But yeah, that's my update for June. Things are just, well, doing their thing, I guess is the expression. I'm waiting for some of these flowers to pop up to give it some colour. They should be all red in there. They should be all red, and they should be different colours in there. And the salvias are purple, and there should be red flowers coming up. So just to give it a bit of colour. The Fortunei obviously need to settle in. The one at the front I planted possibly in, I don't know, April. And the one at the back, the B&M one, maybe 4 weeks ago. Grass is looking a bit sorry for itself. We've not had any rain. Supposed to get rain today, Sunday, but I don't know. Yeah, so that's everything from where I am in Northampton, the Midlands area. So everything's just ticking over, I guess. As the waggies pulled, but you've got some new growth, but you can see at the ends where the damage was for both waggies actually. A quick pan around again. If anyone's got any comments, please leave. It's a learning curve, a lot of this. Oh, go have my morning coffee. It's only about 10:30, 11:15. So yeah, got the bar out, dusted everything off. the lights. You can't see the lights because it's daylight, but I may do a little video with it at night time. Okay, listen, take care, enjoy your day. All our dads, happy Father's Day. I'll catch you later on.